Peace be with you, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Trevor. Really grateful to have you here. And today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what my weekly fragrance rotation was this past week, rounding out the end of July. Today is Tuesday, August 1st, so my weekly rotation would have ended on the 30th of July. So I'm going to get right in and share with you what I wore on Monday. And Monday I reached for this gem right here, Aqua Di Gio Profondo. Now this takes the Aqua Di Gio DNA, adds a nice kind of fruity mandarin orange sweetness, and a really nice beautiful mastic resin that gives me a really nice sticky, sort of savory, salty quality. Really nice sort of summertime flanker to the Aqua Di Gio DNA, even though that's already a fresh warm weather scent. This really takes it to the next level. You have the marine notes listed here. This is a tester bottle, so you get the note breakdown, some aromatics and some woods in the base. Just really nice, beautiful stuff. I think this was a 75 ml bottle. I'm right about a fourth of the way left, so about 3/4 of the way gone. Really beautiful stuff, and probably my favorite that I've tried from the line so far. Highly recommend this one, especially for the high heat. That's Aqua Di Gio Profondo from Monday. Tuesday, I decided to wear a nice, easy grab, refreshing fragrance. I like to describe this one as a ginger ale fragrance. Some of the main notes in here are going to be apple, ginger, aldehydes, and lemon. So that is Tous Man Sport, kind of a hidden gem. A little bit, the house of Taos is a little bit of a hidden gem house. They've got a lot of inspired by fragrances. They're not quite a clone house. I think this is somewhat of an original creation. Got a pretty good dent in it. Granted, I do overspray and reapply because the performance on this is about the 3-hour range, but it's a really nice, refreshing 3 hours. Like I said, a beautiful ginger ale style fizziness that you get from the aldehydes and the ginger, and then the refreshing fruity quality from a red apple and lemon coming together to just give it that really nice tartness that you would be getting from a ginger ale soda. Awesome stuff, awesome cheapie. You can find this one usually for around $30, and I highly recommend it. And testers do come with a cap. This is a tester bottle or a demonstration bottle that I got, I think, off Fragrance Net. So that was Tuesday, Tous Man Sport. For Wednesday, I actually wore 2 fragrances Wednesday. During the daytime, I reached for, Wednesday is when I work my night shift, so I have the day side off, and I was wearing this one around the house. This is Cartier Linval's Eau de Toilette. Really nice, beautiful, floral honey fragrance. Despite having those notes that are very effeminate, the way that they're done in here, this comes across as a nice, elegant, smooth, masculine fragrance. They do have an EDP, and it is a true EDP that keeps the same DNA and just sort of makes it a little bit more rich. But this one's really nice to wear in the summertime. I like to wear the EDP in the fall, but yeah, just a really nice, beautiful, refreshing, citrusy and honey floral fragrance. Really unique. I haven't smelled anything else like this, and about 3 to 4 hours performance, usual for a freshie, even though this isn't gonna, it's not something I would necessarily reach for in the high heat, but really good sort of picnic fragrance, summer daytime date fragrance, brunch fragrance. These are gonna be great for this occasion. Really elegant, summer wedding, I would consider wearing this one too as well. Definitely check it out. Cartier has a lot of underappreciated fragrances, and they do really unique things with their fragrances. So that was Cartier Linval's during the daytime Wednesday, and then for the nighttime, when I went into work, after I took a shower, I reached for this one, the original Cedrat Boise, not the intense version, and this is a magnetic cap. They used to have screw-on caps, and I haven't smelled the screw-on cap version, but this magnetic cap version is purportedly to have weaker performance. So I can't confirm that, but I do get about 4 hours with this one. So not the greatest performance, but in that 4 hours you get a really nice, beautiful, sweet, creamy vanilla and pineapple with also the citric qualities. I don't know if it's lemon or just the bergamot, but there's a definitive kind of fresh, zingy, tart, citrusy quality that's going on above and beyond the pineapple to give this a certain freshness. But yeah, musk, heavy musk, vanilla, some woods, and a nice sweet pineapple. It's kind of in the same vein as Aventus, but not redundant to have this in Aventus or an Aventus clone in your collection. And yeah, just really nice, fit the bill for my night shift, which was about a 4-hour shift anyway, and performed excellent and great push and sillage during that 4 hours. So that is the original Mancera Cedrat Boise for Wednesday. Thursday, you know, we were really starting to get into the high heat last week. It was like the hottest we've had so far this summer. Otherwise, we've had a little bit of an unseasonably cool year, as a matter of fact. Things have been, well, we had a warm winter and now kind of like a cool summer. It's just been kind of temperate. Usually in July we're hitting the high 90s for the majority of the time. We've just been in like the 80s and even 70s this past July where I'm at, but last week we did finally get that really high heat, 95 plus degree weather for about 3 or 4 days. We had that during the days where I reached for Profondo, Tous Man Sport. Wednesday cooled off a little bit. Thursday was hot again, and I reached for this one, Sauvage Cologne. This is the fresher, a little bit more modern take on the Sauvage DNA. I don't know when this came out, but it kind of strips away some of the earthy, mossy qualities that you get in the original Eau de Toilette and brightens it up and makes it a little bit more fizzy and fresh. Not too familiar with the differences and notes exactly, but yeah, just like a really nice, easier to wear, a little bit quicker dissipating, again like 3 to 4 hours with this one for me, but excellent stuff in the high heat. Just absolutely refreshing, cooling, nice sort of lemon, like a bready lemon quality. Breaded lemon, but in a refreshing way, like a very refreshing lemon tart cake or something like that. It's what I always got out of the Sauvage DNA. Beautiful sparkling citrus and citrus aromatic, just like one of the ideal compositions for that genre of fragrance, and the best one in my opinion for the high heat. That was Sauvage Cologne for Thursday. Okay, Friday. Friday is my niche day. It's when I usually like to wear niche fragrances. And this past Friday, I couldn't help myself but reach for Roja Oceania. So this is a beautiful summertime fragrance because it hits on all the best qualities of summertime fragrances in one bottle. You get citruses, you get aromatics, you get woods, you get aquatics, you get florals. All of these elements are coming together, beautifully blended. And you know, despite being marketed or branded with an oceanic theme, it's not quite an aquatic fragrance. I really get more of like a citric, floral, woody composition. It's a little bit powdery. There is an iris note in here. There's a lot of notes, but I kind of get, at the opening, a very nice, tart, mouth-watering sort of lemon shaved ice. And then there's a violet note that plays a major sort of composition in here that gives it this ozonic, watery style quality without being overtly aquatic or resorting to like an aquatic aroma chemical. And then, like I said, yeah, you get like iris and a handful of other florals and woods to round out the base. A little bit pricey if you get it at full retail, but I've seen Joma Shop sell these for the sub $200 mark, and that's before you have a coupon. So if you do see this at Joma Shop, I definitely recommend picking it up. This is probably in my top 2 or 3 in my entire collection, and absolutely adored wearing it on Friday. Okay, 2 days left of last week. Saturday, I got this one in the mail, and shout out to Smelly Cat. I first heard about this fragrance from his channel, and after I busted this one out, of its package, I decided to wear it as my fragrance of the day, and that is Haramain's Junoon Oud, and this is a woodier twist on Tigar from Bulgari. And I haven't actually smelled Tigar. I have Black Panther from Alexandria Fragrances, this, and then I've sampled Sospiro's Vibrato, so I've got a framework of what the DNA smells like, but I can't comment on how close this is actually to Tigar, just disclosure there. But I absolutely adore this fragrance. It's actually my fragrance of the day today on Tuesday, August 1st. You'll see that in next week's weekly rotation. But yeah, a woodier take on the Tigar DNA. It has that beautiful sparkly grapefruit sort of woody composition going on. I think there's a patchouli note in here that kind of enhances the earthiness to it, and it just makes it more of like a rich, full-bodied version of that grapefruit. So normally with the other ones that I've tried, the Black Panther and the Sospiro's Vibrato, it comes off a little bit orange juicy to me, and for whatever reason, it's just like not a composition that really sits with me well, like orange blossom and orange juice. Those type of accords, I don't find that appealing, but this circumvents that sort of orange juicy quality that the grapefruit comes off of within that DNA, with the added woods and earthy qualities, and like I said, gives it a little bit more of a full-bodied richness and a longer, this one lasts longer, at least for me, than Black Panther. I get about 6 to 7 hours with this. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and reapply real quick. And yeah, Haramain, they usually have a little bit, they're like mid-range quality clone house that's a little bit more high quality than your average like Paris Corner and Armas and all that. And I picked this one up for around the $60 mark, I want to say. Well worth the price. I think it's like an 80 ml. And yeah, just really nice fizzy sort of grapefruit soda with that nice rich full-bodied woodsiness in here. Junoon Oud, can't sing praises for this one enough. Looking forward to wearing it a lot this August. That was my fragrance scent of the day on Saturday. And then finally Sunday, to end off the week, it was a little bit of a somber day. I actually found out that a friend of mine passed. She was older. She was 69 when she left. But it was still very sad. I found out that she passed earlier in the week, and I didn't find out until Sunday, but it was, yeah, just a little bit disheartening, but we kind of were expecting it to happen. But it's always just sad to let someone go, but so Sunday I was just kind of hanging out and chilling. I got the news and just didn't really feel like doing much, so I reached for this one. It's got a nice comforting blanket style woodsy quality to it, while also still being refreshing and a little bit sweet, and a real sort of 10 out of 10 fragrance for me. I think it hits on all the right marks in an excellent fashion, as does the House of Dior usually do, and that is Dior's Dior Homme 2021 Sport. Sorry, kind of getting mixed up with all of the new names for the Dior line, but this is Dior Homme Sport 2021. Like I said, really nice, beautiful, cozy blanket style woodiness. An ISOE Super sort of bomb with that nice fuzzy quality from the woods in here, and then a nice almost orange style sweetness with a refreshed citric quality in here that's a little bit more bright than the original Dior Homme 2020. And yeah, just something nice and refreshing, but also comforting to give me a hug in a vulnerable moment on Sunday. So forgive me for uploading a day late. I've had a few things going on, but I always appreciate you sticking with me to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next week's weekly rotation. And let me know in the comments section down below what your rotation was looking like, if you tried any of these, or if you're excited to learn about them. And I'll be seeing you next time. Take care.